Hello, English learners! Welcome! Today we're going to talk about a really fun English phrase, nail biter. Have you ever heard someone say something in English and thought, what does that mean? It happens to all of us. But don't you worry, we're going to figure this one out together, and soon you'll be using it like you've known it your whole life.
Okay, so imagine hearing this. The last 2 minutes of the basketball game were a real nail biter. A nail biter? You might think, wait, are they talking about actually biting their nails? Why would they do that at a game? It sounds a little strange, right? Well, if you're thinking that, you're not alone. Let's get to the bottom of this.
So, here's what we're gonna do. First, we'll look at a funny little language puzzle. Then, we'll solve the nail biter mystery. After that, I'll show you how to use it like a pro. We'll even look at some related words and common mistakes to watch out for. And finally, it's gonna be your turn to try it out. All right, let's start with our funny language puzzle. Let me tell you a little story. Imagine two friends, Maria and Tom. Maria is learning English, just like you. They're watching a super exciting basketball game. The clock is ticking down, there are only seconds left, and the score is tied. Can you feel the excitement? Everyone is yelling and cheering for their team. Then the game ends. Tom turns to Maria and says, "Wow, that was a real nail biter." But Maria, she just stares at his hands with a really confused look on her face. And here's what was going on in her head. When she heard nail biter, she took it literally. She thought Tom was actually talking about biting his fingernails. She probably thought, is he okay? Why does he want to bite his nails? It's a pretty funny mix-up, but trust me, this happens all the time when you're learning a new language. It's totally normal. Okay, so let's solve this mystery for Maria and for us. What does nail biter really mean? You'll see it's actually much simpler than it sounds. Here it is. A nail biter is a situation that's super suspenseful. It's something that makes you feel nervous, but also excited, because you just don't know what's going to happen. It's one of those moments that really keeps you on the edge of your seat. So why nail biter? Well, think about it. What do some people do when they get really, really nervous or anxious? That's right, they bite their fingernails. So the name comes directly from that nervous habit. And here's a little fun fact for you. This phrase got super popular around the 1950s for talking about tense movie endings or close sports games. You still see it all the time today. Okay, now for the best part. Let's see how you can start using this phrase like a pro. Let's go back to our friend Maria. So later that same week, she and Tom are watching a scary movie. You know the part where the hero's in big trouble? Well, Maria turns to Tom and says, "Wow, this movie is a real nail biter." And Tom just smiles because she used it perfectly. So you see, you can use it for movies, for sports, or really anytime you're feeling that suspense. Let's look at a few more examples. You could say, the final round of the quiz show was a real nail biter. Or how about this one? Waiting to hear who won the award was a nail biter. You can feel that tension, right? And here's another. The end of the movie was a nail biter. I was on the edge of my seat. Want a super easy way to remember this? Just think about the feeling. When a situation makes you feel so nervous that you might actually bite your nails. That is a nail biter. See? Feeling nervous, biting nails, nail biter. It's a perfect match. All right, to really make you a nail biter expert, let's look at some other phrases that are similar and also a big mistake to avoid. So some other words you can use. A similar phrase is on the edge of your seat. It means you're so excited you're literally leaning forward. Another one is a cliffhanger. That's when a story stops at a super exciting part. Now, for opposites, if something is really easy, you can say it's a walk in the park. And if you already know the result before it happens, that's called a foregone conclusion. It's not exciting at all. Now, this is a really important mistake to avoid. Please, please don't use nail biter to describe something that is just boring. For example, you would never say, that 3-hour meeting was a real nail biter. No way. A nail biter must be exciting and full of suspense, not boring.
Wow, you've learned so much. I think you're ready. It's time to test what you know with a little quiz. You ready for this? Let's do it.
Okay, first question. What does nail biter describe? Is it A, something sad, B, something funny, or C, something suspenseful? And the answer is C,
something suspenseful. If you picked C, you are absolutely right. A nail biter is all about that nervous and excited feeling. You got it!
All right, next question. Which one of these situations is a nail biter? Is it A, watching paint dry, B, a close race to the finish line, or C, eating a calm dinner?
The correct answer is B, a close race to the finish line. Yeah, eating dinner is usually calm, and watching paint dry is, well, really boring. But a close race, that is definitely exciting and suspenseful. A perfect nail biter.
Okay, here's our last question. Listen carefully to the sentence. My math test was a nail biter because it was very easy. Is that sentence correct? A, yes, or B, no?
The answer is B. No, that sentence is not correct. Remember, an easy test isn't suspenseful at all. An easy test would be a walk in the park. But a really hard test, where you don't know if you'll pass or fail, now that would be a nail biter for sure.
You did a great job. So let's remember the main idea. A nail biter is any situation that is so full of suspense, it makes you feel nervous and excited all at the same time.
Now it's your turn to use it. Think about a time in your life that was a real nail biter. Maybe it was the end of a sports game or waiting for some big news. What happened? Tell us your story in the comments below. I would really love to read it.
Thank you so much for learning with me today. I really hope you feel more comfortable using this awesome idiom. If you had fun, please give this a like and subscribe so you don't miss our next one. See you then!